Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Devlog number 0. I started working in Unity when I was 13, but I never really stuck with it. I'd always loved the idea of making games, or even mods for my favorite games. I would dabble with the code, making mods and plugins for Minecraft, and I eventually began to develop 3D models, but I never really took it any further. So, I started back up and wow, it was way more difficult than I remember. I decided I would do something small, simple, easy. A giant 1950s themed mental asylum with interactive patients, ranging AI, guards with vision that depended on the lighting, multiple endings, and a storyline driven plot. But I couldn't get past this door. Well, I guess he couldn't, but nevertheless, I set out to create a third-person, platforming RPG that was faction-based with bounties on AI hiding across the world. Oops, I did it again, didn't I? Okay, new Unity project, but this time we go so simple, so easy, I can make sure I can actually complete it. Beautiful. I understand that my game not being one of those dream projects might make some frown upon, that it could be perceived as the easy way out, or just another throwaway mobile game. And if that's how you feel, that's perfectly reasonable. But after my recent failures, my lack of accomplishment has gotten to my ego, so we're just gonna roll with this. So far, I've been working on having a solid movement system, which definitely needs tweaking. More obstacles, since the randomly generated ones seemed a bit lacking. Menu screens, camera clipping, stars, ramps. All the basics I really needed to just get set and see if the game would be fun. And to my surprise, I was actually entertained. I wanted my Infinite Roller to not be as limited as most Infinite Runner games are. In the Infinite realm, my all-time favorites have to be Doodle Jump and Jetpack Joyride. I think my favorite part is the real controls. You aren't dictated to go into these rows or columns, giving the player the ability to come up with his own handles and techniques. My game needs to have a similar playstyle, with the player able to dictate how they want to go about handling a certain obstacle. Each player decision needs variety. Without it, the base mechanics, dodging and rolling, will become stale. Allowing the player to get creative will be a pro and a con. I want them to abuse the mechanics and push the game to its limits. However, I don't want it feeling functionally broken when a player performs one of these mechanics. Instead, they should feel empowered to have that level of control, making bigger decisions than just left or right. I added a randomize button, originally just as a developer feature to increase my work speed, but I thought this way newer players could also learn the obstacles they struggle with at the lower speed. What do you guys think? Well, that wraps up Devlog number 0. I'm gonna get back to working on the player trail and power-ups. If you think of anything exciting to add or change, don't be afraid to leave a comment. I appreciate all suggestions. Until next time, see ya.